Again,
So this video is trending right now. This young lady got enrolled in Asantewaa Girls Senior High School, and before she went to school, she was ordered to cut off her hair. So she went to the salon, they cut off all this beautiful hair and give her this short hair. You can see visibly, you can see that she's not happy with it. She's crying, self-confidence down, everything down, and it has led to a debate, a heated debate on the internet. Is it necessary for SHS girls to cut off their hair before going to school? What is the benefit of this? Also, what does the G.E.S, the Ghana Education Service, say about this? Why is it that when foreigners come, they are allowed to keep their hair, but the Ghanaians are told to cut off their hair? A lot going on, and I have the full gist for you.
I'm the Headless YouTuber, there's Headless Reactions. Alatiare, Yanko!
This particular episode is sponsored by Lemfi. Today we are not doing any giddy giddy. Yes, if you're in UK, USA, Canada, or Europe and you want to send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and other African countries, Rwanda, make sure you use Lemfi. And when you send 50 of that currency and above, you will get 1% cash back. Yes, send £50, €50, $50 and above. You get 1% cash back when you use the Lemfi Taiwichi promotion. Use my promo code Headless. Go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download the Lemfi app and use it to send money to your loved ones. Now, the first time I remember this thing happening, I was in, I think, class 5. Going to class 6. That was when the G.E.S that I attended, all of a sudden they said all the girls that they had long hair should cut off their hair. Most of my mates started cutting off their hair, and when they cut off their hair, they came to school. People were laughing at them because now they can see the head, the shape of the head. It became, it was a long week. A long week. I don't want to mention some of my classmates' names, but they know themselves. They had very beautiful long hair, but class 5, when we were going to classes, everybody cut off. Now, this video that is trending, no, it has led to a lot of questions. Sika Official posted this video and said that newly enrolled students at the Asantewaa Girls Senior High School visibly distraught after trimming her hair as part of school enrollment requirements. And trimming, Sika Official, the thing has gone down, pound. Now this one, if you go and check the comment section, it's just crazy. So if you check the quotes, someone said, as black women, we should be taught from an early age how to care for our hair and, more importantly, to love our natural crowns. Too many of us reach adulthood, even university, without truly understanding our hair, its texture, volume, and porosity, etc. Someone said, truth be told, this compulsory female hair trimming should be abolished. We are in a new era of education and modernization. Adomaa said, I still don't understand this. Had extremely long hair in boarding school in Nigeria. That's JHS. And every other Saturday, braiders will come to braid in the style the school had given. Imagine my shock coming to boarding school in Ghana, SHS, and I was told to cut it all off. Someone said, what's the actual use of Ghanaian girls cutting their hair in SHS though? Someone said, this is so horrible. And others too are posting videos of foreigners, but don't worry, we'll get there. I've been asking this for a long time. What happens when we cut our hair? Does it make us smarter? Is it more distracting than the chores we do? And our parents went to the same schools without cutting their hair those days and turned out fine. So what happened? Seram said that foreigners will come and the school leaders will say, oh, they can keep their hair. It's a part of them. So we blacks here, it's not a part of us. Charlie, big 2025, like what does the hair do to them? I don't get it. Just the comments are just flowing in. Everybody is in shock and in disgust because of this. They are asking questions. Lydia Forson. Lydia Forson is one person who is very, big on maintaining your natural hair and stuff. She even has hair care products called Kinky Matters. And she came to post this. She said that, sigh, as in, My brempo. She said, every time this conversation comes up, an army shows up in my mentions with the same tired lines. It helps them focus. It makes them less attractive to predatory men. It disciplines them. Meanwhile, girls are still harassed, struggle in class, and can be truants if they want. And schools that allow braids, puffs, locks, and all, shockingly, still produce excellent students because the issue was never hair. The issue was never the hair. Okay, this rule is archaic. We treat it like sacred tradition because it's easier than asking why it exists and whether it serves girls today. And years later, we wonder why women's confidence is tangled up in their hair. Why some spend fortunes trying to, in quote, fix what we taught them was wrong. Why so many don't know how to care for their natural hair as adults. From childhood, we told them their very texture is a problem. Let's update the rules. Allow neat, healthy, natural hair. Teach hair care as part of hygiene. How hard is that? And that's what Lydia Forson is saying. Now, the foreigners, let's go one by one. Let's talk about the foreigners bit. So many times when the Ghanaian students are going to school, everybody will cut their hair. But the foreigners, let's say some Indians, some Pakistanis, all those other people, they are made to keep their hair. Everybody keeps theirs. But for some reason, Ghanaians are asked to cut our hair. Even Science and Maths quiz, St. Thomas Aquinas School, they have a Chinese guy there called Anthony Tang. His hair, long like that. But a Ghanaian will not be allowed to keep this. They are not part of us. They is part of them. Just recently, in Achimota School, we saw what they did to the Rasta guy. Dragged their matter, even dragged it to court. Last, the guy is poor there for the school in terms of, academically excelling, currently excelling in America. And the school, they are trying to use it to claim funds. What does the hair do? I want to know. Also, in 2020, there's this lady called Stella Cheneboa. She petitioned G.E.S. to stop the cutting of the hair, and she put out a petition online. We want to grow our hair. 7,666 people signed the petition. And somewhere in the petition, it's written that it is more empowering when women voluntarily cut their hair to change their look and make way for more healthy ones to grow. As in, if a woman voluntarily says, I want to go and cut my hair, it's empowering. But if you go and catch her, hey, you are going to school, come and sit down, then you put this thing on her and you cut. See how sad the girl is. The girl is sad. She's sad because her hair has been cut. Now, there are two ways to look at this. An educationalist called Madame Alberta Mensah in 2023. She had an interview on Hits FM and she said a lot of things. According to her, one of the reasons why it is believed that people cut their hair is because it started from pre-colonial days. Those days when they started the education system and everything, they let the Ghanaians cut their hair short, and then the mulattoes, which is the people who are mixed breed, those people, they keep their hair long to differentiate between the Ghanaians or the indigenous Ghanaians and then the mulattoes, which are the mixed people. And it has been kept till now. Also, in certain cultures, when you hit puberty, they cut off your hair and then they trim it down nicely. And because of that, since SHS, you've hit puberty, they will cut off your hair. That's what she said. But at the same time, she was encouraging parents that parents should be advising their girl child or be talking to them so that they understand that when they reach SS, the hair that they are keeping, when they reach SHS, they will cut it so that they will be ready for it. But others were asking that, what is the use of the cutting of the hair? Primary school, they said that, the relaxer and things that they've been using, it's not good for the children and their scalp and stuff. So they cut off, they cut the hair. SHS, now they are saying it's a distraction. The weeding and things that we went to weed. What's On that note, my only school is 75 years old. Yeah, we'll be going to Ho this weekend. It's going to be crazy. So yes, if you attended Maoli School, make sure you head towards Ho this weekend. It has started already. Started on Monday, the whole week, but it started on Monday. So head towards Maoli School. It's going to be crazy. But then, still, we are cutting our hair. The weeding and things that we've been doing. No? See what Adomaa said. In Nigeria, they keep their hair. And that's one of the reasons why most of these Nigerian girls, they know how to braid, cornrow and things, because Saturday, this one will braid this one's hair, this one will braid this one's hair, this one will braid this one's hair, and they'll braid each other's hair. Why is it that the Ghanaians are told to cut our hair, and then if foreigners come, they're allowed to keep their hair? Even in the corporate settings, you can't keep certain hairstyles. But let somebody from your same company, a branch, let's say some South Africa branch or some Kenya branch or some Tanzania branch come, that person will have rasta, have full beard, piercing in their nose, and the people will work. But you a Ghana boy, if you like keep small beard like this, your branch manager will be looking at you somewhere. Hey! Huh? Now, this is not an official directive from the G.E.S. This cutting of hair is not an official directive from the G.E.S. The Ghana Education Service does not have a national policy requiring female students to cut their hair, but individual public schools enforce short hair policies based on school-level rules and cultural norms. These rules are often rooted in tradition of uniformity and beliefs that long hair is a distraction, although they are being challenged for potentially being archaic and linking to colonial mindset. Some schools enforce these rules strictly, sometimes even to the point of preventing students from writing exams, while private schools may have different policies. And if you say, they'll tell you that if you want your child to have the long hair, take her to a private school, go to G.E.S, go to Akosombo International School, go here, they'll be telling you these kind of things. But are people not supposed to learn all these hair maintenance and all these things from the ground up? When you are in SHS and you have long hair, if you want to cut your hair, fine, voluntary. If you want to keep it, keep it. At least you know that you have to wash it, braid it, you keep it. It's not now that you finish SHS and you are going into tertiary, and that's when you are supposed to learn all these things, when you can learn it earlier. There are some people that SHS, while the students are going to write WASI and they are keeping their hair, because of that, some of the teachers and some of the schools, strictly, if you don't cut your hair, you will not write WASI. They will force the students to cut their hair down when WASI starts. And then when it's time to write the papers, they'll be moving from class to class. You've not cut your hair. If you don't cut it, you'll not write the next paper. Why? See the way this girl's hair is nice. And she looks like she's not even fully Ghanaian. Like, I don't know her, but she looks it, like, you know. But such beautiful hair. See, the importance of hair to the women, if you cut it like that, it's painful. And I can feel her pain in the video. I can feel her pain in the video. This is sad. But anyway, there's a whole debate going on social media. Share your views in the comment section. Do you think it's about time we allowed people to keep their hair long? If somebody from China right now in that same year, Asantewaa girls, would they allow the person to keep the hair? If there's somebody from this Lebanese, would they allow them to keep their hair? And then enforce that the Ghanaians cut off their hair? There's a debate. Share your views in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. And I don't know.
Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. You're heading. Yapon.